guys, selamat datang kembali di video yang baru dari serial Combat 7. Apa kabar kalian semua? Semoga kalian semua sehat selalu, amin. Gak usah pakai lama, kita langsung lanjut aja ceritanya. Let's go. Continue.
As of 1 p.m. today, the Kingdom of Erusia has declared war on the Osean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Osean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement, saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Osean carriers currently at sea. Hold on, I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Erusia, has been seized by the Erusian army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Erusia, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The Executive Office of the Osean Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Erusian peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack.
Jadi nggak perlu pakai roket lagi, pakai space elevator aja udah bisa ke langit.
Breaking news from ENN. Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Osean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
The world was screwed.
Oh, jadi itulah salah satu ini korbannya cewek tuh.
Erusia was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit hard. Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic, the biggest country on the continent, plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war, one they had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from two continents went head to head, and the so-called righteous Oseans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Erusians, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Erusia, paid for by the Oseans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Erusia, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over. Erusia went from being a republic back to being a kingdom. When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone. The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood. President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusia didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner. And when all this was going down, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer. In case you were wondering, yeah, I survived. I crashed in a bombed-out Osean Air Force base, then got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war, all in the blink of an eye. I was tried, found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship, too. We headed off down south for several days, and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of kilometers from Erusia, on the opposite side of the Yuzian continent. For a port, it was dull as hell. It had 3 rusty patrol boats, and the base? The fences were topped with razor wire, the tower had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate. Its gun was aimed at the yard. This was
Masih
a
pincang
prison.
gitu.
This place looked like a full-on base, but half the tanker trucks were just big balloons, and the runways weren't even paved, just painted on the dirt. The whole place was just one big fat lie. The only reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought, that they could park on the fake runway. Can you believe that shit? So, I tried to escape. They found out and set the dogs on me.
Wah, bagaimana nasibnya? Ini briefing lagi nih.
Erusia has made a declaration to the Ocean Federation and all countries on the Yuzian continent stationing the IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. Right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the continent that have inflicted major damage to our armed forces. Forces aligned with Erusia are currently appearing throughout Yusia. The combination of these forces has overwhelmed the majority of the continent, and they are now encroaching on us in the east. Additionally, the multinational space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military. After the previous war, the space elevator became both a symbol of peace and a valuable asset in the fight against growing energy concerns. Whoever has control of it will have enormous influence over the
Jadi
entire
monumen
continent.
tuh maksudnya.
We
Simbol
cannot
perdamaian.
guide this critical situation. The Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron has been entered into the order of battle to reclaim the elevator as an advance element. First, you will attack all hostiles coming in the east of Schofield Plateau to stop any interference with the Allied ground troops. The enemy has deployed several vehicles equipped with anti-air radar along the roads. You are to destroy them. They should not pose much of a threat. However, there is a high likelihood that the attack will draw more enemy air support. If that happens, fight them off swiftly and establish air superiority.
Roger that, boss. Lalu kita ke next. Wah, ini kira-kira seperti inilah ininya nanti kalau terbang. Nah, ini kemarin kan udah dapat uangnya. Kita coba aircraft 3 dulu, lihat pesawat apa yang bisa dibeli. Ini F-16 kemarin. Nah, ini yang baru dapat. Nah, jadi kalau dia udah dibeli, dia bisa ini MiG-29. Sekarang duitnya berapa nih? 273.000. Ini aja dulu dibagusin. Oke. Unlock new special weapon. Apa sih GBP ini? Guided penetration bomb. ASM ini. SASM ini short range aerial suppression air to air missile. Oh, ini jarak pendek. Ini acceleration. Oh, ini sudah. Ini balik speednya. Ini lebih bagus kayaknya ininya. Ini dipenuhin dulu. penuhin dulu, dilengkapin dulu ininya, atributnya. Air 8 target air to air missile, guided penetration bomb, new radar actuator level 1. Ini kita beli. Oh, pindah dia ke situ. Oh, pindah lagi ke situ. Ini F-18 Hornet nih. Oh, nggak cukup duitnya. 285.000. Ini 65.000. Ini mana bagus nih? Fulcrum MiG 29A Fulcrum Super Tomcat. Udah pakai Super Tomcat aja dulu. Oke. Start mission. Mana dia? Ini dia. Kalau mau lihat pesawatnya, tekan right control. Nah, nih. Kalau mau lihat pesawatnya, keren ya, keren ya bro. Oke, back. Kita senjatanya untuk air to ground. Nah ya, ini untuk air to ground ini. Kita mau nyerang radar di darat. Kita tambah ininya yang baru. Nah, tambah ini sayap belakang. Oke, sortie.
Mage Squadron, sortie, ASAP. Target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
But, any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles?
Hey.
Should be close.
Yep.
Hey. Push.
Intercept! Fire the AA! Flee our vehicle out of there!
It's popping off now, Trigger. The war has officially begun.
Push.
Mage 2, locked.
The anti-air radar vehicle's been destroyed! We're going for the radar car!
Push.
Target destroyed. 5 to go.
Get the fighters out there! Protect the radar vehicle!
They've got their anti-air guns aimed right at us.
It's an air raid! We're being attacked by enemy aircraft!
Bombs away.
Requesting permission to move the vehicle! We can't wait any longer! We need interceptors now!
Miss. Alah.
We're using the containers now!
Miss pula.
Those weapons are meant for tactical
Bisa
flexibility.
pula miss. Cus. Bombs away. Ah, cur.
Target destroyed.
Lari.
Continue to engage at your discretion. Enemy interceptors inbound.
Ya, nggak kena.
To engage
Kasian
in 30
ini.
seconds.
Wilco, here they come. Take them down.
Mana tadi?
Pay attention to who's on what side. The newest IFF
Mana dia tadi?
is connected to
Yang nggak kena
our
tadi.
force via satellites. It's reliable, so trust your radars. Get away from
Mana sih?
2 targets remaining.
Ah, tuh.
that radar was just about to go online. Push the plan forward too fast. Base was too far from Allied territory.
Trigger, there's one more to go.
Base it in my sights. Locked on.
pula. Cus, nggak kena. Sian deh lu. Bombs away.
I've got him in my sights.
Nggak kena deh.
Bandit, right behind you.
Taking cover in the clouds.
Stall warning.
Locked. It's chow time.
Step forward to hide. Enemy missile coming at me. Breaking.
Boom.
Target is in range of guns.
Oke. Ini salah. Nggak bagus nyatanya nih. Kayak misil biasa aja lah.
Dom 4 Fox 2.
Missile. Missile.
It didn't connect. Are you telling me we can't even avenge our foes? Debating.
Missile.
Cus.
That was the last radar vehicle. Great work. Radar vehicle's
kena.
destroyed, but the interceptor shows no sign of retreating. Take it out. Continue with the mission.
Siapa yang di take out?
Crush as many as you can.
Enemy transports
tuh.
are taxiing.
Mana dia?
Stall warning.
Tuh. Cus. Fox 2.
No, they're not linked to the radar vehicles. Launch manually. Redo the setup.
Cus.
H2, Box 2.
Here's some
Fox 2 again.
options. Like your manuals.
Jalan lincah banget. Lagi setuju. Selesai dia.
Don't just affect your field of vision. They also mess with your HUD and radar. The Seekers can sometimes lose their lock-on to their targets too.
Nggak kena.
Enemy's airstrikes have fallen. We're done for.
Terus lagi. Terus. Oh,
Skull 3, get the bailout now.
Golem 1, enemy will crash in a residential area.
Just worry about staying
ada
alive
yang ada yang mau terbang bomber C-17. Masih di pangkalan dia.
Stall warning.
Jangan sampai dia terbang.
Missile inbound. Breaking.
Missile.
That's a miss.
Missile.
Oh, nggak kena. Bawa apa dia tuh? Kok kayak gitu ledakan?
Transport destroyed. There's
Ngeri banget ya. Bawa bom dia ya.
Locked on. Golem 2, Fox 2.
Missile.
Flying into the clouds.
Cus. Cus.
all transports
Aduh.
have been destroyed. But what were they carrying?
Ya, bawa apa dia?
5 targets remaining.
Missile. Missile.
Nggak kena. Sian dulu. Sini kamu.
In gun range.
Selesai.
4 targets remaining.
You're
being locked onto.
Ini yang ngelok. Mana dia?
Box 2.
Mana sih dia?
Missile.
Tuh.
Missile.
Aduh.
Missile.
Target was not struck.
Oh, nggak kena.
Getting out of rock. Breaking.
Satu lagi.
Fox 2.
So you want us to take down the enemy without damaging any public facilities? That's gonna be a circus.
Star warning.
Losing it after they're
3 targets remaining.
Stall warning.
Star warning. Fox 2. Wes, belok pula dia.
Fox 2, Fox 2.
Fox 2. Fox 2 again. Fox 2.
We've got no recourse. Break. Launch preparations complete.
Mana lagi satu lagi?
Stall warning.
Star warning.
Stall warning.
Mage 2,
S pula.
post up.
UAVs ready to launch. Away.
Oh, keluar drone-nya.
status report?
Multiple bogeys on radar. They're close.
Wait, they're being launched.
You're cleared to engage. They're probably hostile.
Engaging.
Judging by the way they look and move, they gotta be drones.
Jatuh.
No doubt about it, we're dealing with UAVs. But that doesn't change a
Fox
thing.
2.
Just think of them as somewhat
Fox
clever
2 again.
decoys. Take them all down. These drones have great agility. All aircraft. You know what high G turns are, right? Use them. HQ, this is Golem 1. Bandits confirmed as UAVs. Repeat, bandits are drones. Golem 1, that doesn't matter. Destroy all enemy fighters and get out. It doesn't
Drone.
matter.
Itu drone tuh.
The war can change at instant.
MQ-99
Yeah, just
drone ya.
give us a bit more warning.
Ih,
Missile did
aduh,
not connect.
82%.
Try and read their movements. Enemy UAV confirmed destroyed. Hell yeah. Golem Squadron, you're not gonna let Mage get all the glory, are
Itu
you?
ngeluarin flare.
3 enemies to go.
Kejar.
Mage 1 launching missile.
Lincah banget.
Locked.
Golem 2, the enemy's reading you. The enemy knows a few moves, but
Aduh.
that's about it.
Iced up.
Just chase them down and pull the
S.
trigger.
Mage 2 is in the clouds.
Ber-S pesawatnya. Segera dibawa ke S sama dia nih.
Trigger, don't let them give you the
Ah,
rundown.
hancur
Take
ya.
them down one at a time.
Kena juga akhir.
I'm buying dinner for anyone who takes down an enemy.
There's a bar I want to try.
You're doing good.
Ya kena.
Just 2 more.
Sini kamu saat radio kontrol.
Golem Squadron, surround them. They have a lock on you, shake them.
Kena. Oh, mantap.
One to go. Let's get through this without any casualties.
Boom.
Lock broken by the clouds.
Ah, kena dia.
Nice kill, Trigger. Enemy aircraft confirmed down.
Wah, jatuh dia jadi meteor deh.
The skies are clear. Nice work, everyone.
Ah.
Mission complete. RTB.
Return to base.
No casualties.
RTB.
We couldn't have done any better. Return.
I don't know. Maybe the bandits we took down caused civilian casualties.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days. You shoot, someone gets killed. The guys in charge take care of the rest.
Current target is
Wah,
rails.
selesai juga
Still
akhirnya
military
misi kedua.
vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damages to be done to public facilities.
But any aircraft shot
Gimana
down
bom
landed
ke
civilian
darat nih
territory.
jatuhnya?
No point arguing.
Mantap
That's how war is these
afterburner
days.
nih.
Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close.
Yep.
Bombs away.
Intercept! Fire the AA! Get the way up!
You've given us air superiority by destroying their radar. The first barrier keeping us from retaking the space elevator is gone. Now is the time to group up and begin the counteroffensive. Let us reclaim what is ours.
Oke, bos. X. Dapat 23.000 duit. Oke guys, kalau gitu video yang ini sampai di sini dulu. Kalau kalian suka videonya silahkan tinggalkan like, yang belum subscribe silahkan subscribe, komen dan share video ini ke teman-teman kalian. Terima kasih buat yang udah nonton. Sampai jumpa di video berikutnya. Thank you so much. Bye bye.